When considering a move to Central Washington, here are 3 communities to consider: Tri-Cities, Wenatchee, and Yakima. While they may look similar on the map, each one has something unique to offer. Let's take a look inside. First up, Tri-Cities. The Tri-Cities is made up of 3 cities, hence the word tri: Pasco, Richland, and Kennewick. It is known for fabulous summer party. You're gonna need some cold beers because the boat races are a big draw for that area. Also, they have huge sports complexes. So if you're into sports or your kids are, this is a great place for you to dive in. I gotta tell you, it is windy there all the time, so you gotta wear ball cap ponytail holders, otherwise you're gonna get blown down. And I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you, you might need a mask because Hanford is around the corner. Tri-Cities has a lot to offer, no joking around. It is a beautiful community. It's situated right on the Columbia River. There's lots of new industry there, new housing developments. But honestly, us here in Yakima, I refer to it as the dry browns because it doesn't have the same rolling hills or beautiful landscape that we have here in the Yakima Valley. They do have really good jobs, high-paying jobs, lots of technology, innovation, and so forth available to you. However, you got to drive a long ways to get to SeaTac or to enjoy recreation in the mountains. They got a nice river with some cold beers and a lot of parties, but they don't have that year-round recreation that we can offer here in the Yakima Valley. Wenatchee. I love this town. It is so beautiful. It's situated in a big valley surrounded by majestic mountains. It's got a river running through it. It's beautiful. It is about a 2.5-hour drive east of Seattle, just to give you an idea. I-90 off to Highway 97. This is what I can tell you about Wenatchee. They have amazing skiing. Mission Ridge is literally right around the corner. There's so much recreation here. They have a river, so there's lots of river rafting there, hiking trails, water skiing. They have it all. Plus, they're really close to Lake Chelan, which is the super, super fun recreation spot for summers here in Washington State. Pulled up a camera because it's so scenic. It is majestic mountains and rolling hills of orchards, rivers running through, lakes. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, Wenatchee says they are the world's largest grower of apples. Well, that might have been the case. It's not anymore because it's Yakima. However, they grow a ton of apples and pears and cherries and fruit trees all across the valley and definitely help feed our world. That's the truth. With the recreation nearby, again, skiing at Mission Ridge is just around the corner. This community, like Yakima, is very ag-based. The majority of jobs there are surrounded by packing houses, anything related to ag. It is a beautiful community. Yakima, it is Washington's gem, not gonna lie. We are the world's largest grower of apples. And not only that, we are one of the world's largest growers of hops as well. We are a huge ag-based economy. White Pass skiing, bam, 45-minute drive from my house up to the mountains. They just got 12 inches last night. One of the things we haven't learned to take advantage of yet is the river. We do have a large Yakima River that runs through our community. We just haven't built up to it. However, we do have the Natchez River, which is feeding into the Yakima, state-of-the-art fly fishing. People from around the world come here to fly fish in the Yakima Valley. The best part about Yakima, we are centrally located. We are so close to I-90. You just jump on the highway. It's a 2-hour and 15-minute drive to the city, highway all the way, making it the ideal Central Washington location. But you'd be surprised that these cities have about 5 things in common. 1, they're all centrally located, easy access to highway systems to move across the state. They also all have municipal airports. Tri-Cities, they're killing it right now with their airport. Yakima is working hard on our airport. We're trying to bring in at least 2 more flights. Right now, we just have a couple flights a day going out of the valley and then 3 flights a day coming back in. Wenatchee is similar to Yakima in that both of these are served by Alaska Airlines. They also only fly Wenatchee to Seattle, so you're always having to connect through the big city to go anywhere else. The third thing is they all have junior colleges, and they also have trade schools or specialty colleges available. Tri-Cities, of course, has a lot of satellite campuses from Central Washington, U of W, and WSU. Well, we have similar things going on here. In the city of Yakima, we have Pacific Northwest University, Yakima Community College, we have Perry Technical, and the Yakima Technical Skills Center, very specific education for technologies and so forth. Wenatchee has a large community college as well as some specialty schools there. So all 3 communities provide excellent opportunity for education. So you have ag in all 3 communities. And that's really just because Central Washington feeds that. We have the right soil, all the volcanic soil here, access to river, irrigation systems that are very sophisticated that allow water to feed our fertile ground, right? All 3 of these have great wine. Now, of course, I'm going to be partial to the Yakima Valley wine, but these guys do a pretty good job over here too. So if you enjoy wine or craft beers, all 3 of these Central Washington cities offer fantastic options for you and deliciousness across the board. When considering where do I want to live? What is important to me? Is it a bigger city, a medium-sized city, or a smaller community? Do I want mountains and rivers and beauty, or do I want more activities, sunshine, wind? It all depends on honestly what you're looking for. Each of these provides a variety of housing options. I will say Tri-Cities probably offers more affordable housing. They had more ground ready where it's just lots of flat ground. And they have big developers there that can keep their housing costs down. Yakima and Wenatchee are surprisingly high in terms of cost of living and the cost of houses. They're very, very similar. We just don't have the amount of development in these 2 communities that Tri-Cities does. And again, a lot of this was driven by Hanford, the Hanford cleanup companies that came in. So much of that is driven in that economy. So it's really, what do you want in a community? I'm here to help guide you. I know a lot about all of these, and I'd be happy to guide you to make the right decision about what it's like to live in Central Washington.